Good morning, campers. Let's do a reading. This is Feminine Friday. Today is Feminine Friday. So I was thinking we're gonna do what the feminine likes. So how does your person feels about you? And in my head, I have one of my divine collectives. Where's my bell? One of my divine collectives. So we're gonna do how does your person feels about you in their head, in their heart, and when it comes to their intentions. But before we start, we have to tap into what's currently going on in your connection and how do you feel about this, because as you guys know, we are not feeding the Lulu here. We're not doing how your person feels about you without confirming that this is really your person, right? Because we're not claiming what is not ours. So let's go. How do you feel currently when it comes to your connection? Rejection. Two more, and then we're gonna do some tarot. Okay. All right, we have rejection. That's your first card. We're asking how you are feeling about this connection. So I feel like this collective right now, you would feel quite rejected. And the second card is confidence, but I was actually seeing them together. It's like whoever you're connected to, whatever's going on between the two of you, you would now feel like the events between the two of you are taking away from your confidence. That's what I'm hearing. So you would feel rejected. Maybe there's a bit of an in and out energy. Maybe some abandonment issues are coming to the surface. So this person is definitely not making you feel more confident about yourself, about your connection. I'm hearing as well a bit of a confusion. We have death. That's usually a card of transformation, but to be quite honest, I'm not sure this is the energy of transformation. And we have love. So you definitely do have love towards your person. I want to do one more, maybe to confirm this death further. One more. And then we're going to do oracles. Energy. To be honest, you guys, I'm hearing that this energy card, I'm hearing that this is like your fought between you and this person, and we were hearing confusion. So I feel like it's like all the logic is saying to you and is showing that this relationship should be this, because it's not really tangible. It's not really, going towards the right direction, I'm hearing as well. But there is just this uncanny energy between the two of you. So again, overall, you would feel that you have loving feelings towards this person. But right now, all you feel is rejected, abandoned, not being confident. I feel like it's both. Not confidence in your relationship and lack of confidence in yourself when you are with your person. Let's confirm. Let's confirm what's going on in this connection. Yeah. Let's do 3 more. All right. So your first card is key on a ring. Many option, unconventional, string along, one night stand. What I was hearing with this one, that whether that's an actual fact or it's just the energy that you're getting from your person, but I think this collective, you wouldn't think that you are the only person in your person's life. So either you actually know that they're connecting to other women, or you suspect because of their behavior. Because some people, it's like they're really making a lot of effort to let you know that you are not the only one. That we're just, what I always say, let's see where this is going. When you hear from a man, let's see where this is going. Do you know where it should go? Bin. It should go to a bin. It doesn't matter what they are to you. It doesn't matter how much you love them. It doesn't matter if it's a soul connection or not. When this statement comes out of a man's mouth, Let's see where this is going. Well, sir, it is going to bin. It is going to bin. But I feel this is also affecting this confidence, and we have the chaser. So I feel like this is taking away your confidence, because I feel like it's like there's this energy, there's this love, but I would feel this collective that you have to be the one to push this relationship. You have to be the one maybe to reach out, to propose dates, to start certain conversations, and I feel this. I am sensing a bit of avoidance in this energy, to be quite honest. It's exactly what I said. I feel like this person is making an effort. It's making an effort to make you feel not too comfortable. Not too comfortable. It would come from lack of confidence. Obviously, it's a wounding when people act that way. Options, open options. I'm hearing as well. So maybe they even mentioned this to you, that that they're not a commitment type. Do you know what it means? I swear to you guys, when a man tells you he's not up for commitment, it's because he's not. It's because he's not. You don't need any more information. Again, it doesn't matter who he is. Bin. Because a true man, we talk about this all the time. This is what I teach you guys in my Divine Masculine Oracle deck, that I always pull from these for you in these readings. True men, true Divine Masculine, healed men in his healed masculine energy. The foundation of the masculinity is commitment. If you're not able to commit to a woman, when you start, seeing her and getting to know her, and I explain this to you guys all the time, committing doesn't mean that I'm promising you the future and I'm giving you the engagement ring on day 2. It means that this is day 2. Woman, I'm committed to dating you. I'm committed not to make you feel uncomfortable, not to make you feel rejected, not to make you feel not confident. I'm committing not to talk or date to other women. If it's going to be over by date 3 because we're not going to be compatible, so be it. But as long as I'm connecting to you, I'm committing to you. That is a true Divine Masculine energy, not only for men, but for women as well, because women can be players too. But I feel like, you're hooked. You have hooked at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like it's the fact that you have to push this relationship. I feel like it's taking away your confidence. Maybe you are usually quite, self-secure person, and you feel extra insecure with this person. It's like there's a part of you that it really vibes and it's really all good, but there's a part of you that they just maybe say some things or do some things that it's just making you, maybe they are a bit of an energy, these men that they walk into a room, they always flirting with someone, with the waitress, with the woman in line. I am sensing a bit of a player energy, to be honest. We have coffee cup that's on top of this death. You know what I'm hearing with this one? It's I feel you're gonna confirm with another row, but I feel like with your person, you feel like you're constantly on this coffee stage, right? Let's go for coffee. And again, I always say this, there's nothing wrong in going for coffees. My universal truth, and if you watch my video that I always recommend to you guys, Healthy Dating, it's available on my YouTube and Healing and Spirituality playlist. We should start from a bit of a more playful, nonchalant kind of a dating. So coffees, coffee dates, maybe let's have some breakfast, maybe let's go for a walk, maybe let's go to a park, to a museum, whatever is it that you like, whatever is it that you enjoy. And it doesn't necessarily have to jump straight for like those fancy dinner dates and like making plans together, right? I think it should be playful in the beginning. And I always say to you guys, when we reverse, because like I said, women can be tricksters too. So when we do collectives for men, I always say to them as well, if a woman from date 1 has expectations, or with a fancy restaurant, you have to spend money on me, you have to pick me up, it's also it's a red flag. It's a red flag. She's looking for a sponsor and she's not looking for a partner, right? True divine women, true healed women, they're absolutely okay to keep it not casual in the sense non-committal and flaky, but in a sense of, let's just go for that coffee. Let's just go for that walk. Let's just go and have ice cream, right? But I feel like it may have been quite a while at this point. So maybe you've been seeing this person for quite some time, or like connecting to this person so quite some time, and you would feel that this is the point when you actually start making a bit more, not just like casual, oh, I'm off, do you want to grab a coffee, but what are your plans for a weekend? I want to take you out. And again, masculine energy, true men can start slow and to make you feel comfortable, but after a couple of weeks, reaching that moment where you hit the month, making plan is also something. It's a commitment, it's a structure, it's a safety that men is supposed to provide to a woman. I make you feel safe. I don't make you feel like you're lacking confidence. I don't make you feel rejected. I make you feel safe. And one of these behaviors that makes us feel safe is that on a freaking Monday they will tell us, I want to spend the weekend with you. What are your plans for the weekend? Maybe on Saturday, I cannot wait. Maybe we're gonna go for a walk, and then we're going to a museum, then we're gonna go for this nice dinner in this nice restaurant, because it's like they show consideration. And man, they get so confused when we sometimes say future. We don't mean that we're gonna make plans for the next 5 years, but the freaking weekend. It just shows that you cannot wait to see me, right? That you're actually excited. Okay, we have Cupid's arrow and we have healthier choices. And I was hearing some things with these. So the Cupid's arrow, it's on top of love. So we got it. You're completely hooked. On this person. They would be constantly on your mind. You feel like you've been hit by Cupid's arrow. You would be totally in love, this collective. You'd be totally in love, crazy about your person. You probably light up every time, they show up on your screen. You probably, crazy excited when you go to see them. You're crazy in love. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing this Beyonce song. Just crazy in love, and that, you know the song? Who doesn't? But with those healthier choices, I feel this collective, whether it was before you met your person or in the beginning, I feel you are not, again, these, all my divine collectives in the beginning of the journey, right? We're all distorted. We all wounded. We all have to heal, right? But I feel the level of distortion in this collective when it comes to relationships is not that bad. What I mean by that is that you would be aware deep down that this energy is not healthy energy, that it's not normal for a man to make you feel rejected, insecure, constantly highlight that he has options, that he has places to be, friends to spend time with, you have to chase. Fear of abandonment here, I just looked at it. I feel like this collective you would be in your anxiety and your rejection and your abandonment wound. And it's like you realize that it's not a good thing. You would want something healthier. Let's do another row. Ship. Forcerer. You guys, we have Chaser and Forcerer. This is masculine energy. This is not the energy that a woman should be in a connection. And I don't care what anyone says. Once we are in a relationship, obviously we all have to, make efforts, and we can both make plans. But still, even if you are in a true divine union, right? When you are with your divine partner, divine counterpart, and you are together, you live together, you're family, you're going to make some plans for the weekend. I still say it's the woman that's the initiation, that's the catch. Like, let's go, baby. Maybe we're going to go somewhere for the weekend, or we're going to do something fun. And it's the man that steps in with actual tangible plans. I always say this to you guys. This world is not our dominion. Our job is to be connected to spirit, to inspiration, to make everything tantric, to make everything like it means something, like it matters. But to manage this physical world, it's their thing. And right now you're forcing things. The things are not going the way or the pace that you would want them to. I feel this person is creating a bit of a wall between the two of you, and you're trying to force things. With this ship, I was hearing more than anything this question, does it even have a future? So maybe you would ask yourself, there it is, codependency. Codependency. A bit of an obsession. But we have emotional block. I feel like maybe you're not even realizing this. I feel because we have Inside Scooper and we had Stalker at the bottom of the deck at one point, and I was thinking to myself that I feel like this person, because they're activating rejection within you, they're activating abandonment within you, right? They question you question your confidence. And I was hearing that maybe they sort of are pushing and not pushing, right? But they're creating this environment that you are being triggered into a point of trying to find out more. What are they doing when they're not with me? Are they dating other women? Are they seeing other women? Why are they constantly saying that, it's like many options? Do they actually use these options? That's what I'm hearing, because we have that inside scoop and that's on top of that love. So I feel you maybe a bit of an obsessive love right now. It's like you want to know more. I feel like there's a reason I said that I'm hearing a wall. Like this person has created a wall that you want to penetrate and you want to break through this. But you guys, remember how I always say, and I explain to you, that women we receive through our sacral. Men receive through their hearts, which means in a healthy relationship, they give their energy through their sacral to our sacral, and we give our energy, love, and everything that we have to give from our hearts to their hearts. And just like men need to learn to respect our sacral, not to force us into opening our sacral, but creating an environment when we're going to feel safe to really be that liberated, empowered, sensual women with them. In the same way, we have no right to force on their hearts. We have to create an environment that they're going to feel safe to talk to us about how they feel, about what they want, because men have naturally a bit more issues with being vulnerable, especially wounded men, because they receive through their heart. So that their trauma is stored in the heart. It's their most sensitive part, right? So I feel like maybe you want to force certain things a little bit because of that chaser, that forcer. It's like you want more because you're crazy in love with this person. So maybe you feel like why are they not talking about feelings and plans and love? And it's a balance of both. You cannot force anyone to do that. Even if this was a divine masculine man, which he's not, because we've established this already, right? He's not committing, he's flaky, he's not making plans, he's making deliberately, maybe subconsciously, but deliberately making you, it's not a you issue in this case. I mean, it is a bit of a you issue because you're staying in this connection, but he knows what he's doing, seeking validation for making you feel unsecure, to remain in control, to remain in superiority. He may not be doing this consciously, but it's a subconscious mechanism of people who have low self-esteem. So we cannot force him to be vulnerable and to talk about love when he's not ready. But you shouldn't be trying to push it and figure things out. And we have the poker face that's on top of the healthier choices. I feel more than anything, this collective, that you feel that there's a mask. You would know this. There's a mask. There's a reason I said the wall. This person has a very thick wall around them, and it's at this point I feel like it's not penetrable. And you are trying to force things a little bit. Similarly, just like them, it's an automated pattern for you. So you're not doing this maliciously. You're probably just thinking that I love them so much. Maybe if I, poke a little, it's going to pop open. The heart is going to pop open. But it's coming from a place of anxiety when it comes to you. And if you have an avoidant at the other side, you're going to achieve nothing that way. All right, so you guys, if that resonated, you're welcome to stay. If it didn't, you're welcome to stay. If you want to learn something about divine love and about relationships, you're always welcome to stay. Just remembering that if that part didn't resonate, it's not your collective. So this is just for you, educational purposes. All right, let's start from how do they feel about you in their head. I want to use some oracles. Hold on. All right, let's grab these, and then we're going to do tarot on top of that. So how do they feel about this collective in their head? In their head. Let's do 4. Oh, we have 4. So hold on. Let's just do 4. All right. So we have, please send me energetic support. Use the frequency of love to uplift me because I need your help. This may be a sign that I talk about this all the time in these connections. They're all of the feminine, you guys. If it's a true soul connection, and this is a divine collective. The role of the feminine is to sit in stillness. We are the protector of a man in the spirit realm. We're not supposed to chase, we're not supposed to force. We're supposed to make them feel free and safe. I always say this to you guys, a true woman, divine woman. Listen, dude, I am here. I love you. I am connected to my purpose. I am connected to your soul, right? I'm not chasing you. I'm not wanting anything from you. I'm not asking for anything, but I know damn well where my standards are. So if you, without me asking, are willing to meet my standards and you're in my orbit, I'm going to let you in. And I'm going to be your forever protector in the spirit realm, and you can be my protector in the physical realm, right? But true divine woman, whether you're in a connection or in an actual relationship, we're not supposed to tell our men what to do, force them into things. And it's such a distortion in women these days, thinking that, oh, I'm going to guide him. I'm going to guide him because he doesn't know what to do, because he's shy, or because he's avoidant. I'm going to save him. I'm going to help. No, you're not. No, you're not. We're supposed to guide him in a spirit realm, which means we have intuitive thoughts. We're connected to the divine. We share our intuitive visions, thoughts with them to make sure this is the role of a woman. To keep them always connected to spirit, to show them the path, where to direct their energy, but not to tell them what to do. The moment you tell your men what to do, even in the form of open advice, is because you're not trusting his leadership. You're not trusting his masculine guidance. And subconsciously, he's going to feel that because this physical world is his dominion. So you can love him all you want, but you're not supposed to forcing him. And I feel like in his deep down, it's going to be maybe very subconscious, but he's going to feel that what he needs is your energetic support, is your spiritual support, is your feminine support, but not forcing things on him. And that's what I feel you're doing. We have number 5, 11, 3 and 6. So maybe these are important. I was hearing 5 of 11. I'm seeing synchronicities like your name or 1111 and working out what they mean. So maybe he is seeing a lot of synchronicities. Maybe he's seeing your name. Maybe he's seeing, things that remind him of you all the time, which is usually the case in these connections, right? Especially when we're being activated. And maybe it's sort of in his mind, he's trying to figure out, why is that? What the hell is happening? Why suddenly these signs and synchronicities are always there. It's just that when we get activated to our journey of spirituality, we start to see them. They're always there. And the more we appreciate them, the more we say, thank you, Source, the more we see them. Number 3, this journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons, patience. Patience. Sign. You guys, I think this person you are thinking that you're coming from a good place, right? Because you love them. Maybe you even think that you want to help them, right? Maybe you think that they have insecurities. Maybe you think that, there are certain things that they're afraid of. We were talking about these dates and kind of a date. So maybe there's a financial difference between you and you try to make this person feel comfortable, right? But they're feeling your impatience. And men, especially when they're wounded, when a feminine is in a lack of patience, which is complete distortion, complete opposite of healthy divine feminine, because healthy divine feminine, we live in our hearts. And the heart, there's no place for impatience in the heart, right? Healed heart is patient. Healed heart surrenders, releases, right? So especially when they are wounded, when we are putting pressure on them, and you are putting that pressure on them with the forcerer, they think we want to take away their freedom. And I don't care what anyone says. Men don't like to be forced into things. And it's not just, well, sometimes when they're wounded, they're freaking stubborn, right? But in true divine union, when you have two divine masculine, divine feminine, they're healed and they're in union, right? Divine masculine will not allow his woman to force him into things. We're supposed to be the inspiration, the beacon of light, the high priestess, the oracle, the one that just, throws certain intuitive thoughts and suggestions. But then what are you going to do about it in this physical life? I trust you, my love. And it's similarly to like a channel, when I channel things to you guys, sometimes I say certain things that come to my mind. They don't really make much sense to me. And that's being a channel. For your masculine, his guides speak through you. You may say something that's not going to make much sense to you, but it's going to make sense to him. This is why true divine feminine is in patience, is in a state of surrender. You're in your masculine energy right now. You're pressuring, and he can feel that. And he would be thinking about this. He's probably scared. We're going to clarify in tarot, but he would be thinking about this. She's impatient. She wants something from me. And the more he's not ready to give it to you, the more fearful he's going to get, the more you're pressuring. I know the universe works in mysterious ways, but sometimes I judge this situation instead of surrendering to it. I don't know why I feel like this collective, there are some societal issues between the two of you. So maybe it doesn't seem like it would make much sense, right? So maybe because I'm thinking that the universe works in mysterious ways. So he may be thinking to himself, why? Why do I feel these feelings for this woman? It doesn't seem like we're a match. It doesn't seem like I could right now be in a relationship. Why universe sent her to me? They often think that in the beginning. Because they don't understand, right? Let's confirm. Let's confirm these. How is he feeling in his head? Lacking strategy. Two of Wands in reverse. A vernal equinox. This first row, I'm feeling something specific. Hold on. Yeah. 7 of coins. Page of coins. Maybe he's an earth sign. It just came to my mind. Can be a detail. And there's a 4 of coins. For whatever reason, I'm hearing that two things could be an issue with this masculine. Lack of maturity and finances. I feel in his mind, right, in his head, so his thinking process, what would he be thinking? He feels that there is something in this connection. He thinks, right? And if he actually started seeing signs and synchronicities, our beautiful divine masculines, they oftentimes, they do believe in destiny. They do believe in fate. They do believe in, destined connections and the universe and so on and so forth. But I always say this to you guys, in the beginning, they're stuck in the mindset of I'm a victim of fate instead of master destiny. So he's seeing these signs. He's feeling certain feelings towards you, but he cannot make it make sense. He's thinking, why is this happening? Is the universe cruel? I cannot be in a relationship right now. This doesn't make sense. It feels right, but it feels wrong, right? So he would be confused in his mind. It's like he's receiving signs to go for it. But we have Page of Coins and 2 of Wands in reverse. It's like he doesn't know how. He doesn't know how to take action. He doesn't know what to do. And I feel like because that's on top of that patience, I feel like because you're pressuring, because you're putting that pressure on him, because you're maybe proposing to see him, you're proposing dates, maybe you've even mentioned that maybe it's time to, spend some more time together. And he doesn't know how to fit you in his life right now. So the more you pressure, the more scared he's going to be. He has no control over the situation. That's what I'm hearing. And I feel like we have the 7 of coins with that, what is the universe doing? What I'm hearing with this one is that